I joined Dockler in 2012, so that's my 10th year. I joined the payment system department. It got me very excited because I was looking for a new challenge, and Dockler was already popular, and the product was already popular, and I was looking for some kind of engineering and professional challenge, and also a product which is impactful and meaningful, where I can have a good impact and solve problems. Then after a very few years, I moved with the company to Luxembourg, and I have been offered as an engineering lead position. And then being 1 year an engineering manager, there was an opportunity in the US to start and establish the first development team, the first web development team of Dockler in Los Angeles. So I moved there in 2015, and I worked there for 18 months, leading the department, the software engineering department there.
What is your position today? What has your role grown into now?
Today, my position is Senior Vice President of Technology Innovation. It might sound mysterious, this position. The main thing, I'm helping the head of engineering colleagues and engineering managers with my best knowledge to deliver the best software.
You've worked for this company for a long time. 10 years is a really long time.
Yes.
What do you think from your side of things has kept you here?
A lot of things. For me, Dockler is definitely a lifelong learning and lesson. There is always something new I can learn, and there is something new challenge. We change a lot. The world changes a lot, and we try to adapt as quick we can adapt. That's causing a lot of change inside also in the company. And with a lot of change, there is a lot of new challenge coming. And there was always an opportunity to take a look in a new challenge and in a new area. And I think that's what kept me here. Of course, the great colleagues. I really love that we are very, very closely working with our partners. So we are not just a company who is delivering let's say the top management initiatives, but we are listening to our partners. We are listening to the visitors of the website. We are listening to the broadcasters on the websites, to their needs, to the studio partners who are very close to these broadcasters, and also even with our affiliate partners, with the webmasters, we have a very, very close relation. So basically, each and every development is somehow serving their need, and we are receiving from them, and they are happy for that, and they are very happy to give feedback. So it's a pretty vivid relationship, and we are receiving always honest feedback from them, and we are doing our best to solve their challenges.
Yeah, you bring up a really good point, and I want to ask you, because you've been with the company so long, you touched on the fact that Dockler really cares about its partners, its models, its members, and is really taking the feedback from everyone so that everyone is happy. Do you think that's been one of the reasons why Dockler has been so successful for so long, or are there other things?
I think one of the major reasons, definitely yes. I haven't seen any other company who is treating the clients, let's call them clients at the moment, because other companies do have clients, with such a respect and such a response time. So whenever you contact our customer service, you can always find a response and the professional answer to the questions. So we really don't have that kind of level one service, which is just taking your feedback and not doing anything with it. Our customer service team is taking your feedback, giving you also feedback, a response, a valuable response, and also they forward your feedback to us. I'm personally, as a part of the management team, I'm also receiving those reports from the customer excellence team, where they exactly quote our clients, our members, and our models. They quote their problems, they forward us their problems, their challenges, their feedback. If it's positive or sometimes negative, we always receive it. We are happy for both, because of course the positive feedback is very good reinforcement, and the negative feedback or complaint is always a good, let's say feedback to us that that's something we did and we have to do it better.
Right. It helps you grow.
Yep.
You know, interviewing the members, that is something every member has brought up, is the support that they found with Jasmine that they haven't seen on any other platform, and the high quality customer service. That's something that literally Jasmine is known for, and that stands out to everyone I've talked to. Which leads me to my next question, and maybe this is part of it, but what are you most proud of about your job and your role?
Very being part of this, being part of that life, what you can have by working at Dockler, being part of this whole ecosystem around. Because I think the other reason why we are so successful is not only our customer service, but also because of our partners. So we treat them well, even though sometimes our actions are resulting complaints by them, because you cannot make everyone happy. It's very hard task, even though we try, but it's very hard to do so. And we fail many times, but we learn from it, and we learn the lesson, and we do it next time a bit other way, but a bit differently. But without these partners, and without the communication with them, and without their hard work, we couldn't be successful. So if you go on our website, you see a nice website, but you see the most premium content, the most prominent content ever, what I've seen in this niche, in this category in the internet. So and that couldn't happen without their job, without their work.
One thing I pick up from you really strongly is just how proud you are of the quality of the product.
Yes, we have a very strange, I don't say strange approach, but it's a great challenge for engineering, because we want to be really adaptive, very quickly adapting to the new challenge. So we want to be fast. We want to deliver projects rapidly, but we always stick to the highest quality, which means a huge challenge, because you have to provide quality in a given amount of time, and sometimes we cannot provide the best quality for the first release, but we keep working on it until we can polish it to the, let's say we are a bit maximistic, or how do you say this? Sorry. So we are perfectionists. And even the smallest feature on the website must work perfectly. That's our rule. So even if we release it early, in an early phase, we keep working on it to polish it to the best quality.
Yeah, that reminds me of the saying, which is God is in the details.
Yes, sometimes for some people it sounds annoying, but you know, the secret, the devil is always in the details. Mm-hmm. So then this is what our members, what our visitors also remember, and also our models and studios, that yes, they have noticed something imperfection, which was just a little detail, but we picked it up and we did it. We have put it to the right place.
Yes, absolutely. I'm curious, it sounds like you do a lot of different tasks and things for the company, but what do you enjoy the most? What's the thing that brings you the most joy that you do?
Bringing the value to the customer. So the point when, of course, I really enjoy planning and delivering and working with the teams, but the best part definitely when we are putting something in production, we deliver something, or we just solve a problem of a partner, and we are receiving the feedback. It's like, maybe it's a strange analogy, but it's like delivering a gift, you know, yeah. and seeing the result that, yes, we solved someone's problem. We made someone's life better.
Yeah, so it sounds like what brings you the most joy is when you see that you've brought joy to another person.
Yes. When we see that we brought some results, some impact, and yeah, definitely in a good situation we bring also joy. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious, money aside, because that's a great benefit of any job.
Yeah, for sure.
What is a benefit or a blessing or something that you're really grateful for that your employment with Dockler has brought you, money aside? Like, I mean, you even said that you were able to travel all around, and yeah.
I mentioned already the new challenges every time.
Yeah.
But why I'm particularly happy for, because yeah, you can be a part of something which is big. You can work with a lot of great colleagues, with the best in the professions, best in the profession, and there is a lot of event where you can join, you can have a party, but the most important, you can meet the partners, and you can hear them out, you can receive feedback about your job, about your team's job, about how we are doing. Even if it's a complaint, it's really great to have these direct conversations.
It sounds like you really, really enjoy being part of something that is bigger than just you, and it's providing a lot of value to a lot of different people.
Yes. It's one of the other great thing being an engineer, not only solving problems, but delivering a value. That's what I tried to refer in my previous answer, that we deliver a value at the end. And yes, being part of something great, something very great, and something very big. So if you calculate that we have multiple hundreds, thousands of models, and we have multiple tens of millions of visitors on the website. So that's not just great, it's something very great. It's something huge.
Yes. It's massive.
And sometimes you cannot even imagine how huge. We just do a little change, and number of feedbacks arriving. We are measuring something. We see that people are using the new feature what we released. It's a great feedback. See the result of our work on these feedbacks and on the metrics.
I feel like you're a really good person to ask this next question because you've been with the company for so long.
Yes.
From me, when I talk to the models and when I talk to the members, it sounds like the main value that the models are providing to the members more than anything is connection before anything else. We know that, right? But I'm curious, from your perspective, what is the main value that Jasmine is providing to everyone?
I would extend connection with one word, with one single word, and that would be personal connection.
Mm-hmm.
What I see is, and when I use the website, I chat with models, and what I really like, that this is personal, this is real, almost this is a real virtual connection between people. This is what I see. It's not just content providing. It's not opening your Plasma and starting a show in the TV. It's completely different. It's a real connection.
Yeah, absolutely. So you feel like the value that Jasmine is providing to, I mean, millions of users a day is personal and real connection.
Yes. And through that connection, some kind of satisfaction. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. I agree with you. What is a favorite memory you have working for the company in these 10 years? Anything, the first thing that comes to mind.
It's funny. It's my first promotion.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes. It's maybe it doesn't sound like a big thing, but and it's not like because you got promoted and you got more money, because it was not about that primarily, but because you are valuable. It's a strong feedback that you are valuable and they count on you, and you are getting a closer member of this team.
Absolutely. Wow, that I really like that answer. So your first promotion, which was your first like clear recognition basically of your value to the company and your work, is one of your favorite memories.
Yes, yes. At least that was the first coming into my mind.
Yeah, that's good. I'm curious if there's anyone that you work with at the company who really inspires you or that you admire in some way.
Should I give a list?
Absolutely. The floor is yours.
Many people. I really like that I can work with a lot of different personalities. We have a great product officer who is always so analytic and so calm and so solution oriented, that he always amazes me with his ideas, input, and how he's handling situations. We got great engineers. The top one, he has literally a solution for everything. So, and these are the ones first coming into my mind. You talk with your colleagues and with the partners, you can always see your business and your position from many different point of view, and it's really helping to understand which direction you should take to grow together with Dockler.
Yes. You said something at the beginning of the call that I thought was really interesting, in that part of what's kept you here at Dockler is that it's constantly changing. As the world changes, Dockler changes as well and adapts. And yes, I think actually that could be another key to its success, in that it's not staying stagnant. It grows and adapts with the world, because the digital age moves very quickly, as we know.
Yes. And even if sometimes we try to adapt and we choose not the perfect direction, it's still valuable, not only because we learn a lesson, but also because our partners and visitors and our colleagues see that we adapt, we are changing. I think that could be and can be the most or the worst feeling in the world, being part or using something which is just stagnating and there, especially in IT, especially in this digital world, especially in digital connections. It's constantly changing. Tomorrow you wake up and there is a complete different business competitor or a business solution on the market, and you either react or you are out of business very quickly.
If you're just sitting still, you're not growing, you're dying. So
exactly. And it's tough. It's bringing a lot of challenge, it's bringing a lot of stress, but it's worth it. I can say.
You mentioned that, you're able to learn a lot of lessons by just going for it sometimes, even if it doesn't prove to be fully successful, you learn, so there was still success there. I'm curious, and it could be anything. First thing that comes to mind, what's the biggest lesson that your employment at Dockler has taught you so far?
Biggest lesson is that we need to keep changing, and the biggest lesson for me is there is always a way to adapt. There is always a solution. Sometimes we are just looking the wrong place, but there is always an option, and after a while, sometimes takes after a while, but we always find it, and I think that's the biggest lesson.
Yeah, I like that. You always find it,
and also you must be keep looking for it. You need to strive to find it. It's not gonna come just like that. You have to go for it, and it's tough. It's a challenge, it's pain sometimes, and you will fail, but we always find it.
That's a really strong statement. I really like that.
Thanks.
I like to end the interviews just by asking, what's something that you are the most grateful for in your life right now?
For these opportunities to meet these great people, not only inside Dockler, but also all the partners. I think that's the most important, and have their trust that they speak to me and they give me feedback, good or bad, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, absolutely. That is big. And something that you've touched on, which is that because there are so many people, different people and nationalities involved in the company, everyone learns so much from each other. Don't you think? It serves as like an education.
Yes. We have more than 30 nationalities just inside Dockler working together. And if you work with 2 nationalities, there is a border. But if you work with 10, 15, then more than 20, and then more than 30 nationalities, then that border or those borders technically and literally disappear. So they don't exist anymore. There is no such a thing inside Dockler like nationality. Mm-hmm. We don't have sometimes I don't even know who is which national, because we have so many and it's so hard to keep track, and you don't even want to keep track because you work with great people. And with that number, I didn't mention the models, I didn't mention the studios, I didn't mention the webmasters, and of course the members. They are also in the picture, in the big picture. And then we are not talking about just 30 plus nationality. We are talking about all the nationalities in the world.
Beautiful. I mean, if only the rest of the world could have this perspective, right? Where it just doesn't matter. The world would be a better place. Thanks a lot. An incredible interview.